I remember this specific rifle tournament I had in which I did absolutely horrible. I stayed for days thinking about it, the shots I'd missed, and the chances I had but didn't take, and how bad I did, and how disappointed I was in myself. However, it was from this failure that I grew. The seed that was planted in me that day from that horrible experience led to me striving to become a better person and a better shooter. And from it, I became one of the top shooters in the state today. This brings me directly to my quote. Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant, by Robert Roosevelt. Basically, what this quote is talking about is do not judge what you can give and receive day to day or throughout your life based on what you can give and receive materialistically, but on what seeds you can plant, what you can do for yourselves, those around you, and those down the line, whether it be through knowledge, good deeds, or something else. Do not focus on the materialistic goods. Now, this is a very important quote, and it can be used by many people today. I'm sure that we've all heard the phrase, give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, but you teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime. This is also equally as important, as it outlines the exact same moral of the story. And it's not the materialistic good that is important, it's the knowledge that you can pass on, which betters yourself and the man for his entire lifetime. And in today's modern world, with advancements in science, medicine, and the field of all of that, you can live for sometimes 80 plus years as an average. So wouldn't you agree with me that it is not the materialistic goods we can give and receive over this course of our entire lives that is important, rather the knowledge and the good deeds we can pass on? If you can live an entire life, 80 years, and you look back at the end, are you going to value what you can gain, all the money you had, all the cars you had? Or are you going to value instead the social options you had, your friends and close family, the glorious experiences you shared through failure and success? It is two sides of the same coin. On one is failure and the other is success. You can flip it, and whichever you land on, it happens. It does happen. We've all experienced failure, whether it's been in a rifle tournament, the workplace, or in some other aspect. The first step to becoming gloriously good at something is to fail miserably. It's one of the most important lessons we can learn throughout our entire lives. People are so afraid of failure, they will not even take the chance to grow as a person, as a human being, to better themselves, those around them, and their future generations. It is something that we've become so complex and particulated at that we cannot even see the value in failure. It's one of the most glorious experiences you can have. To experience it is to know the bottom. It is to find the foundation from which to become gloriously good at something. Now, when I first started rifle, I was incredibly bad. I could not even hit the black circle in which you could get between a bullseye and a 7. That's how bad I was. However, from this failure, I built up myself and my skills. And from it, I learned that it was not the materialistic goods, or in this case, being inherently good at it, which I appreciated. It was that process between growing. It's one of the most important things we can learn today. And it's not about the rewards we can give and receive for our lifetimes, but this is instead about the knowledge we can gain and receive, in which we can use to help better ourselves as human beings and as people, to help those around us, to help our friends and family, and to help our future generations. Human nature is to overcome hardship. We've seen it through millennia, through the ice ages in which there was scarce food, clothing was short, and we had the possibility of freezing to death every single day. It was one of the most important hardships we could ever come, especially crossing the land bridge into North and South America. And from it, we saw that the glorious growth of civilizations, from Native Americans, the plains, all the way down to Aztecs, Incas, and Mayans in South America. Through this hardship, we overcame, and from it, that knowledge, we passed it down through our generations until it became a culture, something that defined us as human beings. Now, if we apply this and this moral of this quote, which is not about the materialistic goods we give and receive throughout our lifetime, but instead the experiences, the seed we plant for us and our future generations, we can grow as a species and as a people. Thank you.